we're starting to stream. Oh no.
Resume.
Okay, well, X the recording then. Can
Yeah.
you check it again,
Yeah, we're
please?
on.
We're on?
Mhm.
Mm, hi.
Right.
How
Wait,
did
I
these
think.
things go again?
Yeah. No idea.
Oh yeah. I think I remember. Yo, what up, what up, everyone? It's your girl, Miss DJ Hoodie. Was that too much?
No.
Was that too much?
No.
It's your girl, Miss DJ Hoodie, getting at you guys with another, finally, another Why Run podcast live and up on panel. You guys already know the greatest tumbling raccoon, my Mexican Wolverine, just right.
Boo. Boo that guy.
They fucking love you. They missed you.
Anybody miss me?
They missed you. A lot of motherfuckers coming through spiritually. I
Yeah.
mean, coming through to me, coming through to you, showing up in our fucking dreams, showing up as insects,
Yeah.
showing up in nasty ass smells, making my whole house smell like death, like a fucking
Yeah.
dead animal.
Yeah.
And it's not us. I mean, I know we're raccoons. We're fucking, but it's not us.
No,
It's
it's
not
not us.
us.
We smell like vinegar. We come back from the dumpster and we shower in vinegar.
He showers in vinegar.
Yes.
Yeah, for me, yeah, it makes me shed. I
It makes
shed.
you shed.
It makes me shed. My fur is very sparse now.
Mm.
Yeah. Not really.
No.
They're like, oh my gosh, they're really rodent. Just good?
I'm always good. I'm an angel.
Yes, you are.
No.
You're like, yeah, an angel in disguise. With your little
No.
cape on and your hubcaps.
Yeah.
That was so fucking cute, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah, they're
I
not
know
gonna
this.
get it. They're not gonna get it.
There's a lot of things that they won't get. We've been gone for what, 2, 3 months? What's the last thing that we talked about? We tried to give
We
an
tried to
update, but
talk
we
about my
couldn't.
eye appointment.
Holy shit.
Or no, not my eye appointment. That was my ear appointment.
What?
Yep.
No, but before that, the last episode, the real last episode that we did, I forgot. Man, I didn't do no research or nothing.
I think that was the last thing that we talked about was my
That's the time that
ear
we tried to
appointment.
recap, though.
Yeah, we tried and failed
Yeah.
because my internet wasn't very strong on the reservation.
Yep. I don't
So where do we
remember how long
begin?
ago. I don't know where to begin because I don't know where we left off. But so far, well, you mentioned your appointment. We did go to do that, and then we went to the reservation, and then we came back, and then we went back, and then now we came back, and now you just got back from out there. So there,
I did.
everybody's up to date.
Oh my gosh. You know what? As many times as I changed my mind, this was not really due to me changing my mind though. The whole running back and forth to the reservation. I think that
Yeah.
was just trying to find my place, cuz being here
I
in the
think that's
city,
what
you guys
everybody's
already.
doing.
Huh?
I'm sorry.
No. What did you say?
We're not in sync anymore, babe.
Oh no, really?
No, I'm talking about you and me. Like, remember how?
Oh, I thought
Oh
you were
no, I
talking
guess
about
I've
like the
always.
delay.
Oh, I don't know. I can't really check that.
Okay. No, I think we're on point. Oh, cause
Yeah.
Okay, go. What are you talking about when you say that we're not in sync? What do you mean?
I think the feed keeps cutting off for me. But I don't know if that's my internet or what. But what I meant was, you know how. Well, no, because I can't even say that because I used to interrupt you all the time. Like we used to be able to. You would talk and I would wait, and then I would wait and you would talk. It's
Yeah,
the
well,
same shit.
that's what I'm saying. Like, are we going through the same shit that we was going through on the reservation? I don't think so. I think we're
No.
pretty because when I was on a reservation, when I would talk, you would like start talking and then I would stop and then you would
Yeah.
stop. So I think we're good right now. It might just be your connection with the playback.
Okay. Well, I hope it's just me. But
Me too.
so much has happened, and still it
Oh
feels like
man.
nothing has really changed. Is that
What
us or
boring
is that
lives
just?
we got.
Yeah, it does seem that way, but
It does.
I don't
You know
think so.
what? We're living our lives. We're living our lives together, and and separately, like right now, cause I'm in Arizona still, and you're in California. Um, so the only thing that I could recap about are like the appliances that I bought, and the things that we got at Dollar Tree, things like that. The struggles. Well, I don't want to say. Well, for you they were struggles. To you and
What?
you only, they were struggles.
What struggles are you
Um,
talking about?
yeah. Okay. You want to tell the people how you were fucking running around my house on the reservation, having the zoomies. Your fur was sticking up as if you
No.
as you saw yourself in the mirror when you looked outside the window, and there were little snowflake flurries, and this man fucking was losing his mind. He was like, "Oh no, it's a blizzard."
Are you sure the audio is okay? Because it keeps
Why?
um keep okay. You're probably gonna give feedback, but listen. See how the sound keeps cutting off?
Oh shit.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Should I
That
just
might
continue?
that might just be you. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna play it back too, but I need to
Mhm.
put you on mute just a second.
Okay.
Okay, we muted Rob, and so let me check. Let's check what's going on. It's pretty clear. It's clear. It's clear for me. Okay, you know what? Okay, hold on. Yeah, you don't listen. Yeah, it's pretty clear.
Okay. Are we
But
back?
back to you freaking out.
Okay.
Uh
So, okay. So, shit. I don't remember when we went to the ear appointment. I guess that was in the end of October. You were here, and then we went back to Arizona for November, right? See, it's a long ass
yeah.
time ago. So,
Yeah.
um,
Mhm.
so it was what, like November 2nd or 3rd that we went all the way up to the reservation. And the night that we got there, I didn't even notice, but I guess it had been windy because they told us it was windy. But the next morning we woke up and it was raining, and I was like, oh shit, because we didn't unload the car. And I was like, now there's gonna there's a river. There's a river flowing through the door, or not through the door, but it's kind of because the house is a little. Is it the house or is it just the outside? I don't think it's a house. Huh? It's slanted. It's just the outside. I don't know. But I saw a little river, and I was like, oh shit. We should have unloaded the car last night. But as soon as it stopped raining,
Yeah,
we
this
did
man was
take it.
acting like it was a whole ass canal outside our front door, and it
Yeah,
wasn't even close.
no. But I was like, oh no, it's gonna flood. That was the first thing. And then the second day, I think it was, um,
Mm.
there was snow. And I know I haven't said it on here, but I've never been in snow. I don't know how to function in snow. So when I saw it outside,
That's for true.
everything was just covered in snow, and I was like, holy shit, it's a blizzard. So that was the second day, I think it was. So first it was rain, and then it was snow, and then it was wind. It was super fucking windy, and I was like, "Holy shit, we're gonna be blown away!" Because I didn't even know that there was a canyon in the back. Towards the back of the house is this big ass fucking canyon that I hadn't seen before. Because we got there at night, and then the next day, like I said, it was snowing, so I didn't go outside. But then the third day, I think it was, that's when was it already had it already snowed when your dad and I were outside?
Yes.
Oh shit.
No, 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 no. I don't think so. It was just really cold and really windy.
Yeah, that day
It
was
snowed
windy. But
after they
anyway,
left. Hmm.
so we went to the back. Her dad and I were covering the pipes with insulation, and we were in the back. And I looked out and I saw this big ass canyon in the back, and I'm like, "What the fuck? What the hell is that?" So
There's
yeah,
a hole in the earth.
yeah, that's exactly what it looks like. Big ass hole in the earth. And then so yeah, then the snow came, and then the wind came again, and then the power went off. So half
Oh
of the
my
house was
god.
blacked out.
Oh my god. Faucet.
And then one day
It's
I'm
all
chilling
lies,
on
you
the
guys.
fucking it's not. It's not. It was a disaster. And then one day I'm chilling on the fucking recliner, and then the water just hits me in the face. And I was like, oh shit, it's leaking. Because the snow started melting. The snow was melting, and it was coming through the little crack. I don't know, like, it's water. Water just seeps through everything, right? So it came in through, like, I'm pretty sure it found one crack, and it came in, and it hit me right in the face. And I was like, son of a bitch, it's gonna flood. But, yeah.
Yeah, I think everything was attacking him. Well, he felt like he was being attacked. But it was so funny because we did take a photo of the snow, and I should have uploaded all the photos that way I can show people. But yeah, it was just like a very light blanket of snow, and this guy was like, oh no, we're
It
gonna
was
get
not.
snowed in.
It was not, because even a week later, it was still out there.
Yes, it was. And he kept looking at this one corner of this other building that I have on my property. And he's like, the snow isn't melting.
Yeah.
And it was so funny because my parents are telling him to go out there and make a snowman. And he's just
I
staring at me like he didn't know what he should do. That shit was hella
yeah.
funny, but yeah, and you know, the weather was kind of weird out there. Like, I mean, it the majority of the time it was cold, but you know, in the canyon it would be like raining, you know, just like pouring rain. And then on the other side of the village, it was like blue skies.
Mhm.
And he was like, what the hell's going on? And I'm like, it's gonna pass us. And it did. Like, it didn't even like really rain. But
Yeah.
but it was funny watching him like react to like everything. um so yeah, like that him running around having the zoomies and things like that was so fucking hilarious. But and when he talks about
I'm
the
glad he
blackout,
had
it was
fun.
not a blackout.
I said half
It
of the house was blacked out, and yes, it was. There was no electricity. We were in the dark.
okay, it wasn't It wasn't half of the house. It was like a portion of the house. And he was like, "Oh no!" And I noticed it that we didn't have any more internet, and that was the part that the internet was hooked up to, and yeah, and I know going through his mind, I know he's thinking like, "Oh no, like who can we call on Wi-Fi?" And I'm
Yeah.
like, we have like a house phone, but you really can't make calls out unless it's local. But
See, I
it
didn't know
was
that either. Okay, so let's go back a little bit.
okay.
So
All right.
I have Getro PCS. Okay, so usually, no matter where I go, I have service. But I lost service when we were driving through the forest. So I was like,
Mhm.
okay, maybe once we pass the forest, I will have service again. Which I did have service for a little bit, but then when we got out to the house, I was like, oh shit, I don't have service up here. Yeah, see, my thing stopped. Anyways, so I was like, okay, I don't have service up here, so now I can't contact anyone that like on my phone unless I have Wi-Fi, which you do have Wi-Fi out there. But then when the Wi-Fi went out, I was like, oh no, what do I do now? Because I was using the Wi-Fi to communicate with my family. So um, even like when I used to call my mom, it was all like choppy and shit. It sounded like we were on fucking walkie-talkies. I was like, Mom, she's like, I'll break her. Roger that. But yeah, when we lost the internet, I was like, oh shit, now what? Not to mention you had been sick, so that was my worry. It's like it's
Yeah.
raining, it's snowing, we don't have internet, we don't have service. I don't have like, it's blackout half of the house, and you're sick. If you get sicker, who am I gonna call? Like, there's nobody out there. Your parents were what, 4 or 5 hours away.
Mhm.
So I was like, yeah, this is probably not safe.
I
But
wouldn't
we
have
made it
allowed
through.
myself to go down like that. You know what I mean? I would have figured something out. Even though I was sick, I was thinking like, okay, like even though if things really would have gotten bad, I would have walked a mile to my family's house. So and then I would have just been like, hey, what's going on? Like, hey, I need
I'm
I need to
dying.
contact. Yeah, I'm dying. I need help. I need to call my parents.
Yeah.
But no, I mean it's not like the whole house was out and we couldn't charge our phones. Even if that were to happen, we would just charge the phones in my car. You know what I'm saying? Um I would have drove to an area where we would get service and then call for help. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
while Rob is putting himself in naked and afraid. Yeah, or what was that? Life Below Zero. 'Cause-
I know, I've seen that one.
yeah, I haven't either, but the title says it all. But I think he was kind of thinking like that, and I mean, the phone was, my phone was working, and we were able to call my parents, and my parents ended up calling one of my uncles, who is also my father. He ended up coming over, and he taught me what to do, and things like that. So,
Yeah.
um, so yeah, like I knew that we would have been okay. The only thing that we would have made it through is the stove was still working, and the fire heating stove was still working, and it runs on propane. So
Well,
if
that
we
one
had
died too.
electric, well, it did, but it would, I mean, I still would have turned on the oven, and I would have left the oven door open so that we keep warm.
Isn't
You
that
know what
how
I'm
people
saying?
die?
Oh my god, no, not all the time, but oh my god,
Not
this
all the
guy.
time.
Okay, well then
See?
you would have had your opportunity to build a fire outside. And again, if it was really that bad, we could have just warmed up in the car. Either that, or we
Yeah.
could have just visited my relatives and be like, "Hey, can we kick back here for an hour or two? Because our propane, blah blah blah." Then like I would have figured something out. But this guy was making it sound like, oh no. It was just
Yeah, everything was a disaster. I was like, oh
to
shit,
him
no.
to and it really
Yeah.
wasn't a disaster. I mean, when the propane went out, you just gotta wait for it to cool off a little bit, and then you can kick it back on.
Mm.
We still had a stove, so that means that we still could have been able to cook something, and everything was cold, in the house. So even if the refrigerator, because it's on electric, like our food still would have been cold. So, for me, I'm not gonna freak out about things like that if I don't already have a plan already. So,
Yeah.
but this was his first time going out there, and um, I told him how, like, things that can happen, but I'm also trying to tell him if this happens, we could just do that. And I don't think he really hears that part. Like, he's
No,
just like,
I
oh
do. It's just like
no.
I said. Every time that I freaked out, or to you it appeared that I was freaking out, most of the time I was doing it to cheer you up
Yeah, he
because
was. I just thought it was so funny. Um, One of the things that really made me laugh was that when I was telling him, like, oh, if this happens, we could do this, and he's like, uh huh, uh huh, and he
I'm
just
all
he
looking
just
out the
kept,
window like, oh
yes,
shit,
yeah, he's all looking out the
it's
window like.
coming.
And one of our very, very good friends, she was telling us that when she was little, they had like 13 feet of snow or something like that. And like her family used to be trapped in the snow, like the snow
Yeah,
would be blocking the door, and her father would have to climb out through the window to get to work.
yeah.
Like, and I was laughing because I know Rob was like, like, oh no, we're gonna get snowed in, and just
I was
because
like,
it was
which
windy,
window
he
can
was
I
like,
go
it's
out
a hurricane.
to?
I was like,
Yeah.
we don't get hurricanes here. But everything he
It's
was,
a
he's like, oh no,
blizzard.
we're gonna get flooded. We're gonna get drowned, or not drowned, or pulled away. And I'm like, no, like there's like nothing. It's like a teeny little running puddle. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, I should have taken a picture of it, but that shit was hilarious. But
Yeah,
I
that's
did
pretty
get
cool.
sick. I Yeah, just these massive headaches, but we ended up going to Flagstaff, to a dispensary. And thank you,
So
babe,
she did drug you
again for
know.
suggesting that. Yeah, he was like, what,
I
maybe I
made
could
her
drug
a
this
drug
bitch.
addict, so there's that.
And it's nice.
She likes it.
I do. I do. But and how much money did you spend at Dollar Tree?
I
This
spent like
was
what,
crazy.
20 something bucks? No,
No,
no, no, like
baby.
50.
No. No,
Wasn't it
no, no,
50
no, no,
bucks?
no. No, babe. You spent like a
Oh,
hundred
all
and
together?
fifty dollars
All
at
together?
Dollar Tree.
No, no, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No,
Well,
I
you know
didn't.
what? We've been voice recording on another platform. We're gonna have to go back on those recordings and listen to how much he spent, or we spent at the Dollar Tree in, I think, one visit. Because,
Okay,
oh my god,
I could tell
or was
you.
it $75? I know you said it was over 100.
No, it wasn't over 100.
No, my
It
god, I
was
have to go
100
back.
for the day because we went to Walmart and I spent 50 bucks there.
I swore it was at Dollar Tree because I was tripping out. I was like,
Well, I
at
did.
Dollar
I
Tree,
spent.
and you were like, yeah, at Dollar Tree, over $100.
No, it wasn't
I
over
was
a
like,
100.
no
It was like
way.
80 something bucks or 90 something bucks. But
Okay, yeah,
yeah.
but still, that's a lot.
Yes, it is because everything's $1, and I think we only bought like two things that were more than $1.25. So
Yeah.
everything else was supposed to be $1, not 1.25. But
Dollar.
yeah, I went crazy.
Yeah, you
See,
did.
see
Oh
what
my
happens when you
gosh.
take me away from civilization. I was like, I need water, I need sponges, I need all these cleaning supplies
Oh
for
my
what?
god.
I wasn't
He
doing
went
shit.
crazy over the Dawn dish soap, the lemon scent.
Hey, you guys need to get that one. That's a good one. If you can
It
find
is
it at your Dollar
actually. I was
Tree,
washing dishes with it yesterday, and it actually stayed more soapy
yes,
than the
yes, it
other
does.
kind. And I was like, that's why he likes this
Yeah.
one.
See, there's a method to my madness. It's not just
Yeah,
random shit.
and he made a new friend out there. His name is
Oh my
Ben.
god.
I was
How
like,
many
who the
times
hell
new
is
friends?
Ben? You want to explain this one?
No, I don't want to tell them about that.
They already know about it.
No, they don't.
Well,
No,
um,
they don't.
okay, so you
They don't
don't.
need to know.
Okay.
I should have. I didn't get my friend's name at that station that we went to
What
with the popcorn.
station?
I'm gonna call him
Popcorn.
Cornholio.
Oh,
I'm gonna call
oh,
him
yeah.
Corn.
I told you know what? I told him to turn his face, but this guy just doesn't listen. He makes friends with everybody.
I just asked him a question. He was like, "Oh yeah, we do." I was like, "That's my friend. He's my friend." Well,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
that was what
So he has
the
one
first
friend.
time
Yeah.
I made a
That we
lot of
went to the
friends.
corner store
They're
on the
all my friends.
reservation. Oh my god. Yeah, they're your friend, but not mine. We
You didn't
side
want
eye
them as
each other.
friends.
You're obviously like not one of us, so of course they're gonna be your friend. They're a different
Yeah,
kind of rodent.
yeah.
So yeah.
I'm like, oh, what's this unicorn? I'm
Mm.
the golden retriever. I'm like, hey, what's up?
He just went into the store as a raccoon wearing like a unicorn hoodie.
Yeah, I should give me a fucking unicorn horn.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's how he went into the store because he was happy to go somewhere.
I was happy to see people. I'm
Hmm.
like, oh, my people.
My people, the
My
people.
people. There's humans out here.
Man. Yeah, yeah, we
No,
haven't seen a human in a while.
I think it was a week.
Yeah.
No, it was a few days. It felt like a week, but it was a few days.
Okay, so
But I like it though.
do you how would you explain the days? Was I right or was I wrong or a little bit in between as far as like the days are longer?
At first,
Or
well, are we gonna
well, it's
talk
hard to
about
tell
spiritual
now
stuff or no?
because huh?
Said, are we gonna talk about like the spiritual side of it or no? Just
I
kind
would
of
like
keeping
to
light.
because that was like a spiritual thing that was happening to us the entire time we were out there.
Yeah. Well, you guys have heard it here. Audie's been telling us about the reservation and how magical it is and everything. At first, I think I was expecting that, so I had like high expectations of this place, and I was like, "Oh, we're gonna cross like a certain tree, and then all of a sudden it's gonna be all magic and shit, like in the movies or something." I don't even know what I was expecting. I just knew that I had expectations of it being that way because of the things that Audie had told me before. So we were driving through the forest, and yeah, like I could feel stuff and everything, like spiritual things. I could feel that. I was open to everything, so I could feel stuff, and I was like, all right, this is cool. When's the magic gonna happen? Like, when am I gonna just forget about all my problems and everything's gonna go away? And the further we got into it, I was like, okay, I'm sensing all these fucking spirits and not good things. So I was like, when does the brainwash happen, babe? And I was just kind of waiting for that, but it didn't happen for me right away. It was maybe a few days into us being at the house and us trying to like settle in that I was just like, at first, honestly, when we first got there, I felt like her house just did not want me there. It was like the spirits and the entities that were there were like, who the heck is this? What do you want? Like, if I was gonna go and take over or get rid of them or something. I don't know what it was, but it felt like it wasn't welcoming. And then I was seeing and hearing things, and things were, I wouldn't say attacking me, but like challenging me in a way. So I was like, okay, obviously, I'm not. They're not welcoming with open arms. There's like what is it called? Uh, pushback. So I was like, okay. And then it wasn't until maybe a few days into it of us being out there. Um, I think your dad. I think it was when your dad smoked the house. It was almost like things just settled, and the entities were like, okay, you're not going anywhere, right? Because I had already been there for what, like 2 3 days, and I'm not saying that I wasn't scared. It wasn't like they were trying to scare me out. It was just like it didn't feel good in the beginning. So I was like, okay, the magic didn't happen. I'm not welcome to here at this house. So when am I gonna feel what you feel? And then you were sick at the same time, so I was like, okay, something's definitely wrong. Something's off, because all the things that you had experienced before, you weren't this time. So I was like, okay, maybe I wasn't supposed to come up here. That was maybe the first 3 days. After that, like the fourth day, everything just kind of settled and things changed. And then I started feeling the what you had said about like the long days and stuff, and it was good. I'm not used to long days where I could do everything that I need to do, everything that I want to do, and still have time to do extra stuff or just not do anything. That I think the fourth day was when I felt it, and I was like, "Oh shit, okay, it's true," and I feel it. But yeah, the first few days was kind of rough.
Yeah. Sorry, babe. I didn't
No,
mean
that's
to
okay.
scare you with being sick and all that, but when he told me that, I felt heartbroken cuz I did kind of amp it up like, yeah, this is the place, this is our place, our spiritual place, our home, like I was like, man, like when you get out here, like you're just gonna feel like you can do anything, like, you're not gonna worry about nothing. You're just gonna be like a lot more into like who you're meant to be, like I was kind of amping it up like that. And when he was like, honestly, I don't feel anything, like I just felt hurt, disappointed, just feeling like I let you down, or making you feel like, oh, she was just talking all that, um just to get me out here, or like, and
Hmm.
like I know you wouldn't have really thought that, but like I just felt like I didn't want you to think that that's what I was doing, like lying
Yeah.
about all of that, all of those things. um because when I'm out there, it does happen for me. And when you were out there and you were just kind of like, oh shit, I don't think it's for me, I was taking into the consideration that I was sick. And it just probably like, um I feel like I was filling you up with nothing but worry because of what was happening. And then when I started to feel better, I was hoping that you felt like all the positive things
Yeah.
about being out there.
Well, something that we didn't mention now, which we tried to talk about before, was during your appointment, when I don't know how much got recorded. Honestly, I haven't even listened to the last recording that we did when we tried to recap everybody. But um, at that appointment, it was supposed to be just a regular ear appointment. They were supposed to check why you have trouble hearing. But talking to the doctors and everything, the specialists, they mentioned a possibility of you having a tumor. which obviously when they say something like that, that takes the that takes the importance. Like nothing else mattered except for that. And then so this was what, like 2 days before we went out to the reservation. So I was like, hopefully when we go out there she'll feel better, she'll be good. But when we got there, you started having all these headaches, and I was like, this isn't normal. And then when you were talking about like you felt you were gonna have a stroke and you just didn't feel good, and I was like, okay, what if it is a tumor? Like, is that something that we're gonna have to fucking deal with? And then so yeah, of course I was worried. Of course I was thinking like the worst case scenario, you get sick out here where there's nobody here. I don't know anybody. I don't even know which direction to fucking go to the village. Like, we're lost out here. If it's up to me, because if you're having a medical emergency, I don't even know. I think I asked you, is it still 911 up here? Do I still call
You call
911?
911 to Canada.
Is it 211? What is it? But yeah, I was like, who do I call and shit? What do I do? And
Yeah.
she was like, yeah, just call 911. They'll figure it out. But they don't even have addresses out there. So what am I
Yeah,
supposed
we
to
don't.
say? By the canyon? They're gonna be like, yeah, dumbass, there's a lot of canyons out here. Which one? But yeah, that obviously, hearing possible tumor, and then she's having these fucking horrible headaches, and I'm like, fuck, could it be that that's what it is? So yeah, I was worried. I wasn't even thinking about myself. It wasn't like, oh, she promised me all these magical things and nothing's happening. I was worried about you. I was that wasn't my focus. I was just like, I need her to be okay. So yeah, the day that we were gonna leave, because that's something else that I don't think we said. We're like, it was that bad that we were like, okay, we're gonna have to cut the visit short. We were supposed to be out there for 2 to 3 weeks, but the first week we were like, okay, maybe we should just leave. And then we went into town, and that's when we took it to or we went to the, what was it? The
Dispensary.
dispensary.
Hmm.
We were like, okay, let's try CBD. Let's give that a try, and if that doesn't work either, then, because again, like I said, it wasn't just the fact that we were out there and nothing happened, that you weren't, you know, magically fixed. It was the fact that they had mentioned possible tumor. So I was like, fuck, the that possibility's still there until we find out for sure. So that's why I was like, okay, well, let's get you on CBD as soon as possible. So I'm kind of glad that we did do that.
Yeah,
I
me
know we
too.
joked around. I'm like, oh, she's a drug addict now, but she's taking CBD capsules and they're helping her relax, which is obviously another reason why um
Hmm.
she has the issues that she has, because she worries too much and she's always tense. But they're helping, so that's good.
Yes.
But yeah, that was what, a month ago, and
Yeah, that's crazy.
it feels like it was a long, long time ago. Doesn't
Yeah, it
feel like it was a
does.
month ago. But
Yep.
after that, we stayed what, a full week, and then we left
Hmm.
from there. After that, I came back home, and then you came out here for Thanksgiving. And we were here for what, a week? You left
Yeah.
on, when did you leave? What day was it? A Tuesday?
Um.
No. Oh yeah, no, Wednesday. So a week ago,
Yeah, it's
right?
been a week. Yes, it's been a
See, and
week.
already you've been out to the reservation, came back.
Yeah, I had to come back. Um. Yeah, it just me. I'm a very stubborn person. Like if something doesn't work out, I keep trying. I keep trying. I keep trying. Like I'm always trying to look for another way or look for another thing that's gonna help or you know um I don't like giving up. I just don't. Um, but I felt like I couldn't win this one because just the way that the house is built, it's not built properly. Um, and it just was impossible to keep the house warm. Um, yeah, it was really hard. And if it hadn't have been for Rob telling me that, hey, we have that heating blanket that we took out there, and babe, it was in that other room, like where you were spraying at.
Mhm.
It was in
Which
there.
one?
The
Which one?
one with that big baking rack that was alongside that wall, that really, really
Yeah,
huge metal shelf.
it
Yeah,
was
like
supposed to be
it was
on the
in
chair,
there.
no?
Nuh-uh, it wasn't. It was
What
in
the
that
hell?
room. So, of course, it was out of my sight. So I didn't even know that it was there, and I just couldn't. I couldn't warm up. Um, I actually turned into bed early, like 7, 8 o'clock, and I was like, man, this is gonna be so hard. So I had like two heaters going. I had a heater blanket that was that half of it don't even work, babe. So
It
I,
doesn't? What the
no,
hell?
half of it went out. So our friend of ours, Cindy, she made us like these bean bags with the rice. You throw them in the microwave, you heat it up, and you can use it. I heated both of those up, and I put those both underneath the blankets, and it
Mhm.
was keeping me warm, but like I was still cold in other areas, and I'm just like, oh my god, like, and my whole thing is because I with what's going on in my head, and when I shiver like too hard, like I do end up with a headache. So I was afraid that I was gonna have like a seizure, and I haven't had a seizure in like a long, like for months. And I was afraid that with the shivering and shaking, it's all night. I was afraid that I was gonna have one, or something. And then Rob was like, hey, we have that one. So I found it in the other room, pulled it out, and man, like I was so warm, so comfortable, and I was able to fall asleep without any problems. But I did wake up with a headache because I went to sleep, or I laid down in bed for I don't know, like 2 or 3 hours, and then I was like, oh, I'm hungry, so I ate a banana, and it didn't really like do anything because I still went to sleep hungry and woke up with a headache. So I don't even know why that is, like why I just wake up with a headache if I don't eat before I go to sleep. Like that's so weird.
Mhm.
But I was thinking, like, am I willing to like go through this again? So and then the next day, which was yesterday, I was praying, and I know I haven't really like mentioned, but I have these four spirit guides, and they've been with me for years. They guide me, they tell me things, and they pretty much said like, hey, if you continue to stay out here, um your body's gonna go through some kind of shock. um and of course, you know all the doctor's appointments, everything that they told me, of what could be wrong, and even them telling me like, oh, you're not gonna live very long, things like that. Like, I take those messages um very seriously. And the fact that when I went to sleep, and that was my exact thought, like, oh, when if I have a seizure, when if this, and when if that, I would be kind of exercising my body every single night, going through, you know uh not torture, but like just being uncomfortable, just being uneasy, going to bed worried. um like, why put up with that for like the entire winter months, throughout the entire winter season, when I don't have to. And back in the day, I used to chew people out when they would be like, "Oh, I'm blessed. I'm blessed. I'm blessed. Oh, I'm doing fine. I'm blessed." Like it like they're talking about like money, like they're talking about status, they're talking about fame and shit like that. Um and I've always told myself like, I'm never going to say that, and I guess that's where that comes from, never say never, because now I am blessed to have two places. Like I don't have to be like stuck out there, like I have another place I can call home. And I have amazing parents. They are literally my heroes. They come when I call. And the moment that I told them that, hey, this is what my spirit guides told me, and they know what I've been going through medically. So for them, it is a bunch of worry to them, to where they were just like, okay, we'll be there in about 4 hours. And they literally like showed up in like 3 hours. Like they showed up. And I'm just so thankful that I have such attentive parents. And I know a lot of people don't have that. I was talking with a friend recently, and they were just like, cherish the moments that you have with your parents. They're still around. They're still able to do things. You guys are close, and I do. And it's just, I would be so, if I hadn't had Rob, like I feel like I would have been done, and that was something that I promised myself, that, what, like when your parents go, you're gonna go, and it's just, I'm just so, like, I'm feeling a lot of things right now talking about it, but I am blessed to have such parents, loving parents, and a husband that doesn't get mad at me. Like I know us women, right? Females out there, that when you change your mind so many times, like your significant other, they just roll their eyes, or they're just like, here she go again. Bitches can't fucking make up their mind. And it's just like, that's your wife. Be careful who you calling bitches now. But it's like, I don't have a husband that like, oh my god, here she go, changing her mind again. And every time she tells me something, I'm not gonna take it seriously. I'm not gonna take it personal. And like he supports whatever I'm doing, whether it's a modern thing or a spiritual thing. Like he accepts it. Like he doesn't judge me for it. He does speak on his concerns about it when I backtrack, or when I'm just like, oh, like I'll just do it, or you know what, I just decided to do it, or no, I just won't do it. Like he doesn't get frustrated with me. Like he's totally down, and he understands that I'm just the type of person that, like, yeah, I do procrastinate, but I'm just trying to make a good decision. Like he understands that about me, and he doesn't get mad at me like how my previous relationships were. They were just like mad at me every time that I did something and I backtracked, and they're just like, damn, you fucking can't just make up your mind, like you're just all over the place. Do you even know who the fuck you are? Like, like those things are very hurtful, and like Rob doesn't do that. So like I'm very thankful that I have a husband that you know still takes care of me, even though like he's not here. And I've written a post. It's kind of, not very private, but like it's just like I'm so thankful for the things that he suggests to me. Like, to me, him suggesting things is his way of taking care of me. And like, just buying little things for the house. I don't care if it's wash rags or an air freshener or soap or bags. But it's the fact that he's like being thoughtful, and just being like, oh, I got this, for the house, I hope it helps. And him just telling me where the blanket is his way of still taking care of me there, even though he's not there. Because I would have fucking froze to death. You know what I'm saying? Like there was even a time that I thought in my head that, you know what, I should just go sleep in the car, because I have heated seats, and I can have the heat on me. You know, and I have a plug in my car, and I just would have used half of that other heating blanket and try to go to sleep. You know, like it's just him being thoughtful and him reminding me that, hey, like, you know, like those things are important. And I'm trying so hard not to cry, but you know, I'm just thankful to have a loving, caring, thoughtful husband and loving parents that come when they call, and they don't make up excuses, or they're just like, oh, you know, like we won't be out there until, you know, in 2 weeks, and just, you know, like, oh, hey, you wanted to move out, you know, you knew that how the weather was gonna be, and you know, deal with it. Like my parents aren't like that, you know, and I've seen videos of people treating their kids like that. And my parents, or in my culture, they say that no matter what age you are, like, they are still your parents. They're still going to take care of you. You know, I'm damn near 40 years old, and my parents are still taking care of me. But they're my parents, and to them it's like that's what we're supposed to do, no matter what age we are, or no matter what age you are. You know, but modern people, they don't think that way. But I'm just very thankful for another place that I could come to, where I'll be safe. And you know, yeah, there's times that I get miserable and I just need to get the fuck over that. But you know, like, I'm just I'm
Sorry, I don't
very
mean to
thankful.
laugh.
And no, it's fine. I mean, I know you know how I feel about stuff, and I just gotta knock that off, you know, and just be
Just
just
plug your
look
nose,
at.
babe.
You're gonna have to explain that in a little bit, but
Yeah.
but yeah, like, I'm just, I'm blessed. That
Yeah.
sounds so silly to say. I'm thankful. Like, I'd rather say it that way. I'm thankful. I'm thankful, you know, for
You
you, my
know,
parents, my two homes, and
three,
things.
excuse you,
Huh?
3 homes.
Oh, yes, yes. My other home in LA.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yes. I got an
Um,
avocado tree.
hell yeah. You know
Hell
what? I'm gonna
yeah.
show you a
Uh-huh.
picture of this one that we have. Oh, I'm gonna
Yes.
cut into it. If it's good in the inside, I'll show it to you. But one of our avocados is ready, I think.
Oh, really? Nice.
Yeah. That shit's fucking huge.
Mm-hmm. Is
You
it?
need to come back fast. Come back soon, babe.
Yes,
I'm
I will, babe. I
I'm gonna
will.
bribe you with avocados.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I'm
We need
I'm
to.
there.
Can we plant out there, out home? Can we plant
Um
something out there?
I don't know. The
You
soil
don't
is
think
very
it'll
different.
spoil?
The soil is different. Yeah.
We can try.
I'm
We
down.
should try.
We'll get the soil that we need, and we'll just dig a hole and then just plant just like that. But
Yeah.
yeah, something like that.
I know, but spiritually, are we supposed to plant stuff out there?
Not on top. We're supposed to plant at the bottom.
Uh-oh.
Mm-hmm.
We'll plant it in the canyon.
Yes. Or no one can
Okay.
find it.
And we can't get to it either.
I
Never mind.
know. We'll just be watching
Yeah.
that, looking at it with binoculars.
Yeah, like, oh, babe,
Yes.
it's growing. It's
Did
got
you see my
15
collection of
avocados.
binoculars in the back?
No?
No, I got like
Where?
4 or 5 fucking binoculars.
No, I didn't see them.
I'm gonna have to take a photo.
Uh,
But yeah.
but what was I gonna say? What else were we gonna talk about?
Mm,
Forgot. Well, we
oh
mentioned plugging your nose. Why? What?
no, I was gonna talk about the insects.
Insects?
Yeah.
No,
Okay. No, you don't want to talk about that?
no. For
No.
what? For what?
You know, like spies and things like that. I mean, I guess there's not much to say about it. It's just that we've seen like different uh well, I mean, we've seen insects, but like certain situations would like come up, like, and when I say situations, I'm talking like, people that still dislike us, they still think about us, and they're like cursing our names and things like that. And um we've been seeing them like in person, and then we were like
Yeah.
seeing them in our dreams. um or sometimes we'll watch like um like a series, like a TV series, and like just certain things will like pop up just out of nowhere. And sometimes those things have nothing to do with the scene, in
Yeah.
the TV series, in these episodes. And it was just like, fuck, we were just talking about that, and here it is on our fucking TV screen.
Yeah.
Like, it just a lot of coincidences. And I know Rob isn't into coincidences, but for
No.
me it's like I'm just I'm just taking it like a sign, like, okay, so that's kind of validating what we've been kind of like seeing, or like expecting to see, or like, and um like I said, I'm the type of person, I do look at things spiritually, but I also look at things scientifically, or in a modern way. Like, okay, maybe it was just a coincidence, but on this side, on the other side, I'm just kind of thinking like, yeah, well, I'm just gonna take this incident and this incident, and I'm just gonna put it right here, so that
Yeah.
it doesn't bypass me. Because people that have negative energy or negative intention, they'll use whatever, like they'll grasp at anything, and kind of put life into that thing, and thinking that we're not gonna catch it,
Yeah.
because they're disguising it to look like something else. So when I see it, or when I feel something from it, most of the time I don't really tell Rob about it, because it's if it's my vision, or if it's something that's speaking to me, then I'll go ahead and deal with it in the ways that I deal with it. Especially it being on the reservation, things come to me like all the time. And so it's like, okay, this is just what I'm going to take and put it over here. That's why for me, it's a lot more important for me to talk about it. But if Rob doesn't feel like it should be said, or there's nothing to it, or, like, okay, let's just hang on to this until something else comes up, I respect him for that, to not discuss it. But for me right now, like, that was, like, that's a whole spiritual thing to me. Uh, letting us know in a modern way. And I
Mm.
guess that's all I gotta say about that right now. But
Yeah. I didn't know if you need to talk about it, baby. Do it.
no, we can just talk about it in maybe the next episode, because I've been writing notes of what I think that we should talk about. So,
Okay.
mm-hmm.
Well, are we almost done?
Yeah, I know you gotta leave soon. So,
Yeah. I see the sunset, babe. It's coming in through my window.
the what?
The sunset is coming in through my window.
Oh, nice. It's already dark
It's
over here.
starting. Yeah. I
Oh
don't know
no,
if
I
people know.
cheated. I cheated. Oh
You did.
no. I did.
Why?
I did.
I can imagine. I was about to say that though. I was gonna say I don't know if people know this, but Arizona doesn't do daylight savings, so we're not in the same time zone right now.
Yeah.
We're in different time zones, which is weird. It's like I time travel when I go over there. But
Yes.
yeah,
Oh,
it
I was
was
gonna tell
for.
you. Oh, sorry. What?
No, no, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna tell you that when we were driving through the forest last night, I kept seeing a lot of people walking alongside the road that obviously weren't really walking.
Yeah, yeah,
So that was I don't want to say interesting, because I was feeling sleepy driving through the forest, and my eyes were getting so tired. My eyes started to shake,
Yeah.
and um, I had to drive really, really slow because I mean, obviously, you don't want to hit any, you don't want to hit anything or hit anybody.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was yeah. I wanted to tell you that.
I think I got um some of that, but today, remember what I told you this morning? I guess we will
What?
talk about this off air. We'll
Yeah,
talk
we
about
can.
it in the next episode. Maybe. Depends
Maybe.
on how good these people have been acting. How's everybody being? Good, bad, indifferent, no change. I don't know. It's
Yeah.
weird, but well, briefly we talked about you plugging your nose, and the reason why we keep mentioning that is because yesterday I came across this video where I don't even know if he's a doctor or not, just some random guy talking about controlling your emotions and controlling your anger, mostly because it releases cortisol, and that's like the stress hormone, right? So to avoid putting that into your body or your body releasing that, he was talking about plugging the right side of your nostril and breathing in and exhaling through your nose. And he said that that sends what was it like? It sends, I guess, a message to your brain that everything's okay. Like it helps you relax so that you're not in the anger stage for a long time, I guess. And I was like, what the fuck? I'm gonna start plugging your nose whenever we fight. And then like, you guys know, and she said it many times, is that she gets mad over things, right? Like some are valid, some are not. So I
Mm.
told her yesterday when she was getting frustrated, I told her, I was like, plug your nose, babe, plug your nose. And she did, and she said it worked, which I don't get angry as much as I should, I guess. But today I got angry, and I did it, and I was like, oh shit, it does work. I don't know if it was because I was focused on like I'm plugging my nose, like I look stupid right now, but I feel like it does help. And then on the left side, if you want energy or you want clarity or to be calm, they say you plug your left side and do the same thing. You breathe in and breathe out through your nose, and it helps. And I did that yesterday, and it does help. But that's what we're talking about when we're saying like, I'll just plug your nose or do that. Another thing,
Hmm.
I don't know if I should mention it right now though.
What?
Should I tell them the big news, the
What
big
big
update
news?
in my life? You forgot?
Oh my gosh. Wait, I'm trying to think.
The
Your big
news.
update in your life?
Yes, it's a big deal for me,
What?
babe. How do you not?
Oh
Oh
my
my God, you
gosh.
never listen.
I listen.
What's
But
new in
what
my
is
life?
it?
Oh my God,
Wait,
no.
wait.
What's new in my life, babe? That
New in your
I had
life?
never,
What? Is
I
it
had never done before.
that you never done before?
I had never done before that I'm doing now.
Oh my gosh, what
It's a big
is
step in
it?
my life, babe. Come on.
Nah, no,
Oh my gosh.
you mustn't have told me. When did
How
you tell
dare
me?
you?
When did you tell me?
When I first started,
Oh my god, and when was that?
when we got back from the reservation. Actually, it started a little bit before we went out to the reservation.
You started it?
Yes, yes.
Oh
Oh
my
my
god,
goodness.
I don't know. I don't know. You got me on that one. What is it?
And people are like, she's lying. She knows. I should
I
just wait
probably do
until you
know
figure it out.
once you say it.
Of course
I'll
you know.
remember it. Well,
Of
I
course.
can't think. No. Okay, what is it? Oh my
You're gonna
god.
get mad. I'm gonna be
Oh
like, plug your
shit.
nose, babe.
And now.
Mm-hmm.
What is it? What is it?
Bible. Bible study. I've picked up the Bible. I'm reading it.
Yes, he did.
I think I know people are like, "What the hell are you talking about?" See, you should tune in. You should listen to the show. You should pay attention, take notes.
Listen to a show that we haven't done in a month.
Yeah, but in the previous shows, I had talked about how I had never picked up the Bible.
Oh,
I
true that.
couldn't
Yeah,
get through it.
yeah.
I couldn't like make sense of it. I couldn't figure it out. But um, yeah, I've started to. It's pretty amazing. It I guess one of the things that I do want to talk about it in a different show because I do want to get more into it. But one of the things that I can say that does help is getting rid of your expectations. Like don't read it trying to find answers. Just read it as if you're reading any other book. Like I know that there's people that are like, "Oh, but it's complicated. There's words in there that I don't understand." And yeah, it's true. But the more you read it, the easier it'll get. Like I'm sure for people like isn't Lord of the Rings and what's that other show? There's another show, Harry Potter. Aren't
Hmm.
those books complicated?
Yes, they are. They are.
I'm sure that there's ways that they speak in there that we don't understand. It's the same thing. The Bible's the same way. There's words in there that we don't understand, but the more that we hear it, if there's a word that you don't get, look it up. I'm sure you can find it. But yeah, it's very interesting, and it's another thing that I can say about it is a guide. It is a manual. You know, we talk about, oh, well, people don't come with manuals. And yeah, we do. We just don't look at it. What do we do when we get something that we need to build and we have the instruction manual in our hand? We toss that shit aside, right? We're just like, I don't need this. I
Hmm.
know what I'm doing. That's basically the same thing. There's a manual that we should all follow, but we don't. We think that we know what we're doing and we don't. I guess that's one of the things that I've learned is um thinking that we know better than God does, and that's definitely not the way. We'll learn. We'll keep making mistakes until we're like, okay, what is it? Tell me. And it's in the book. It's in the Bible. But yeah, I'm gonna start. I was gonna say Bible thumping, but no, I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna do that. But yes, that is a big update for me is that I'm into the book now.
That's good,
So
babe. I'm proud of you.
thank you, babe. Can't believe you forgot. Thank you. Oh, another story, real, real quick before we go,
All right.
is I did buy a Bible because I have one here at my house, and I have these other prayer books that I have, but I do have an actual Bible that before I went out to the reservation, I started getting into. So I was like, I don't want to carry all these books because I have a bunch of stuff that I take with me when I go, or I did before we went out to the reservation. So I was like, I'll just buy one over there. And we went to the store. I got one from Dollar Tree, of all places. But as soon as I opened it, I was like, no, there's something doesn't feel right. And then I still took it with me. We went out to the reservation. I swear I put that Bible on this table, this little table that's next to the recliner. And you know how I mentioned earlier that it felt like the house just didn't accept me right away or whatever it was, but I felt like I was not tested. I don't know what to call it, but um I
Challenged.
even maybe, but I even
Okay.
remember I had mentioned it to you and your dad or you and your parents that I thought maybe it was because I had brought a Bible to a place that's already spiritual. So I was like, maybe that's the reason why. And so I'm pretty sure I'm gonna go as far as saying I'm 100% sure I had that Bible with me over there.
Where?
Well, that out home.
Okay.
So in the
On the reservation,
reservation.
people. Hmm.
So I asked Ari, I was like, how do you dispose of a Bible the right way? Because I don't want to just throw it away. I just knew that when I picked it up, and I opened it, something didn't feel right. And then how things were going, I was like, maybe it's the Bible. So I wanted to get rid of it, but I didn't want to throw it away because, of course, it's still a Bible. I'm not gonna just throw it away. So I was like,
Mhm.
how do I do that? And then her and I were talking, and then I kind of got the feeling that I should take it to a church. And then she mentioned the same thing, so I was like, okay, that's what I'm gonna do. Well, when I went to get the Bible, because I was like, I'm gonna take it out of the house and I'm gonna put it in the car. That way, it doesn't feel weird inside the house. Well, the Bible wasn't there anymore, and I could not find it. It was not in my things. Long story short, it was back at her house in the city. So I was like, I know I had this Bible out there. So what is it doing here? And then, so I took that Bible with me when I came back home, but it didn't make it back to my house. I left it somewhere. And I know that somebody has found it, and I know it's good for them, but it just wasn't good for me. So, with all that being said, is I don't even know why I said all that stuff, but it was almost like an obstacle to get to the Bible. I still like I had the intention of getting into it while I was out there because I was like, it's long as days, right? The days are long out there. I have nothing else to
Yeah.
do. There's nothing else to do out there, so I'll get in the book. But yeah, things just didn't work out that way. I guess for me, I needed to be more open, I guess, and more prepared for it. But I don't know what it was about that Bible. I just couldn't do it. Something was not right when I opened it. So, but I know it's in someone else's hands now, and I know it's better for them than it was for me. So I don't
Mm.
even know why I said all that, but yeah, I'm in the
But
book
it
now.
was strange.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, cause he's like, did you see my Bible? And I was like, no, I didn't see it anywhere. And he was like, I know I brought it, and I know I put it here, and I know I put it away, like things like that. And I was just like, I didn't see anything,
Yeah.
Um, I don't go through Rob's things. You know what I mean? Like I don't go through his drawers. I don't go through his bags. I don't go through his journals, or I don't even examine the books that he reads. Because those are very personal to him. And I don't. It's not like I'm a negative entity, and if I touch it, like it burns. Like I just don't. I'm not nosy and disrespectful like that. So
No.
like I just don't do those things. I respect his privacy and his things. So when he was asking me, I was just like, I didn't see anything, and I kind of felt like, am I a bad wife because I don't like, I'm not nosing around or anything, but no, I just didn't see anything like that. And he has plenty of books, so like because I don't examine the things that he has, I don't know which book he's talking about. So,
Mm.
like I wouldn't have known which book he was talking about if he said like, oh, it looks like this or it says this on it. I would have been like, I've never seen it before. Like
Yeah.
he gave me a book when I was in LA to bring back here to put in his drawer. I never opened the book. I don't even know what the face of the book looks like. I don't even know what the name of the book is, or who wrote it, or like I don't know any. The
Mhm.
only thing I could tell you is that it's like a tarnished, gold orange color, and that's all I can tell you about it. And it's this thick and it's this small. That's all I could tell you. I can't even tell you if there's a ribbon in it, a bookmark. I can't tell you.
Yeah.
Like because I don't examine his things like that. Um so when he asked me, I was like, I don't even know which book you're talking about. The only one that I remember was the Holy Bible, and the only way I know about it is because you showed me and you were like, "Oh, I like it because it's white." And then you were like, "I kind of feel bad that I want a white Bible because, it kind of shows that you're trying to be like, like flashy, and it's not
Hmm.
supposed to be meant for that. But I was like, yeah, but it's still a good looking Bible, like I didn't
Yeah.
see the wrong in it, but that's the only thing that I knew was because he's the one that pointed it out. Like, oh, I found a white Bible. Look, I think it looks pretty nice. And he was like, I don't know if I should have got it. And I said, well, just add it to your collection. Like that's okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, so but that was pretty weird. And then when we got back here, and he was like, look, and then he like showed it, and I was like, oh my god.
The weirdest thing is it was still inside the plastic too, which I know I could not put the Bible back inside the plastic.
Yeah, it's almost
You
like
know
it
when
was
you
shrink
open,
wrapped. Yeah,
yes,
shrink wrapped, and you can't, once you pull it out, you can't put it back in. Yeah.
yeah, or it rips the seams and stuff, and I was like, I didn't put it back in that wrapper, so how was it back in there?
Mm-hmm.
And again, this is like a 4 hour distance place, and I know I did not hand that to anybody and say, here, take this back, or here, put this bag over there. Like, no, it just, I don't know. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like I
Yeah,
said, it's in better hands now.
I mean, there are some things that I could say about it, but I know we're running out of time, and I don't want
Yeah,
people
I
to
need to
think
go.
that I'm the one that's evil, or my tribe is evil people, or like the area like of my reservation and village is evil. Like
Mm,
I don't want people to think that, and I certainly didn't want you to think that way, but um, you know, I just, yeah, there's things, possibilities.
yeah.
And
And I understand those. I wouldn't be like, oh, well, then I can't be out there if it doesn't accept the Bible, then I can't be over there. Because again, I just recently got into it, so I can't be like putting my life. Well, no, not really that, because I would put my life on the line for my beliefs, but not for a book. Does that make sense? Like, I don't need the Bible in order to be a Christian believer, or not Christian believer, but a Christ believer. Are you there?
yeah, I had to turn on the light because it's, yeah, sorry, I'm away from the microwave. Listen to me, from the microphone. I'm hungry. Give me some grace. I'm hungry. Microwave. Yes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You shouldn't be trying to get away because what does that say about you? Anyways. Oh shit. Are you there? Your mic cut off. Yes. Oh my gosh. Well, hold on. It might just be. Holy shit. Wait. Oh, I know what happened. Oh shit. Give me a second. Now. Okay. Well, I'll say bye for you then. You know what? The thing hooked up. The thing hooked up to the speaker system, so that's why nobody can hear you. I was gonna say, oh no. Yeah, maybe. Well, I just kicked it on right now, and then that's what happened. So it caught everything else. It's just the last part. But okay, we'll let you go, baby. Thank you for joining me on panel, babe. Yes, babe. Message me when you're available. Hey, love you, babe. Bye. Bye. And that was Jish Rap. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Yeah, we are back to hopefully our regular scheduled program. If not, I'll let you guys know on the twits and every place else. And yeah, I hope you guys have all been good for all this times that we were gone. And I hope you guys had a wonderful Halloween and Thanksgiving. And yeah, we will talk to you guys in the next Why Run Podcast Live. Peace.